What's going on, guys? Nketiah on EGTV, and honestly, I needed to get this video out there for you guys because there's a lot of news around Arsenal today, and I wasn't going to get any time to do it any earlier in the day, and I wasn't going to be able to do it any later in the day because I'm going to be headed out. But let me do it now. I know it's terrible timing, literally 10 minutes just before a cup final. The Conference League final is about to begin in about 10 minutes, so stay tuned with us as we go through these stories quite quickly and go through some of the topics that we need to discuss with today's video. Obviously, there has been some news going around Arsenal, and all over socials, you must have been seeing all the news popping up around Gabriel Jesus, about Eddie Nketiah, about Mohamed Elneny, about all these players and their immediate futures and where they could be playing next season and where they could end up. Also, there's stories about Hector Bellerin possibly staying in Real Betis, stories about the likes of William Saliba. So we're going to get into all of that right now. Do me a favor, though. Just smash that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button while you guys are here. And let's get into all these stories as we go along. So first things first, as always, the latest news on Gabriel Jesus as we last left it off. I'm going to let you guys know there has been a small update, but how is everyone doing today? I hope everybody's well. Let me know how you guys are feeling. I can't see any comments going through in the comment section right now. So just double check if it's working, send over a comment. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So first things first, with Gabriel Jesus, there has been the latest on Gabriel Jesus is that let's just check what the latest on Gabriel Jesus is. Let me get that up for you guys because there is an update on Gabriel Jesus' situation. The update on Gabriel Jesus' situation is that Arsenal he's still looking to come to Arsenal, and Arsenal is one of his main options at this moment in time. He loves the fact that he already has relationships with Edu and Arteta, and that is one of the main pulling reasons why he might be considering to come to Arsenal, even though we failed on getting Champions League football. So let me just show you what Fabrizio Romano reported yesterday. This is what Fabrizio Romano reported yesterday. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano reported that he will be leaving. No matter what next season. And he will be leaving for a new project. He's looking to get a new fresh start in his career somewhere else, and he doesn't really care where it is when it comes to Champions League or not. He doesn't mind that he's not playing in the Champions League as long as he knows that he's going to be getting the adequate playing time and everything else. And Arsenal are seriously considering him as the number one option at this moment in time. I've seen a lot of articles on Gabriel Jesus. I've seen a lot of things on Gabriel Jesus, but the main story keeps coming up. The main thing that keeps coming up with the Gabriel Jesus situation is that nothing has really changed. He's still Arsenal's main priority. Arsenal are heavily interested in Gabriel Jesus, and we will be looking to get him over the line as soon as possible. Now, there is news with David Ornstein. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but David Ornstein has reported that it looks like our boy is going to be staying. Eddie Nketiah will most likely be staying this year. He won't be leaving. The reason being, there's been an understanding that. Let me read what he says. Let me show you guys what David Ornstein has reported. David Ornstein has reported that that Eddie Nketiah is understood to have changed his mind of leaving Arsenal. The 22-year-old striker was set to go as a free agent and is now expected to sign a new contract. The deal is now finalized. The duration will be about will likely to be up to 5 years. So Eddie Nketiah will most likely be signing a new 5-year deal. How do you guys feel about the possibility that Eddie Nketiah could be signing a 5-year deal? Do you think that is something that you would actually be happy with? Let me know how you guys are feeling about the possibility that Eddie Nketiah might be signing a new 5-year deal. Yeah, I know. It just came out of nowhere. But it seemed like the club was seriously interested in bringing him into the club. I mean, keeping him at the club. They did not want to lose him. They viewed the possibilities of getting other strikers, but they like Eddie Nketiah. They like what he offered us at the end of the season. They gave him that run to see what he would actually be able to offer us. And at this moment in time, it seems like Eddie Nketiah is really being one of those guys that Mikel Arteta sees as part of his short-term plans or long-term plans, and the club doesn't want to lose the academy player on a free anyways. So they're going to try to do whatever they can to keep him. I personally, I thought Eddie Nketiah did well come the end of the season. I was not one of the people who were screaming for him to get a new contract. I think the reason he earned the contract by the way that he plays, but I don't know if we would have gotten into Champions League football if we would have kept Eddie Nketiah. Maybe it's a consequence of getting into the Europa League and not getting into the Champions League that we might not be able to strengthen as much as we wanted, and we won't have the financial funds or the pull to go and get those players now that we're in the Europa League. And maybe they just view him as a good option to have in and amongst the side. And hey, could that mean Gabriel Jesus is our only striker signing that we're going to get? Because we have been linked to a lot of players like Victor Osimhen. We've been linked to Tammy Abraham, who's currently playing with Roma in the Europa Conference League final. That's going to go on in a couple minutes. But let me see what you guys are saying. Jacob's saying, "What's up? What's up, bro?" We have been linked. We've been linked to a lot of players. We've been linked to a lot of these guys. 1 second, let me just get my mic. Hopefully the sound is better now. Let me know if you guys can hear me better. If that sound is good, let me know what you guys think. Gnabry, we're going to get into Gnabry. I'll save that comment for a second. I'm very confident in Jesus. Signing Eddie, sell him in the summer, sell him this summer. You know what? You could do that also. You could sign him to a contract, but then you wouldn't be able to sell him until next year. Change his mind. Nah, he should go. Taking a piss out of views, not thinking. Big up Blaze, my guy. Always hope everyone in the chat is doing well. The sound sounds good. Thank you, Jordy Gunner. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't already subscribed. Let's get these likes up to at least 20 likes. There's about 40 of you guys in the chat right now. We are getting Tielemans. We're gonna speak about Tielemans in a second. I'm gonna get there. You guys are jumping ahead. But first of all, how do you guys feel about Eddie Nketiah possibly staying? Like, once again, let me just show you guys it's understood that he has changed his mind in leaving Arsenal, and the striker will now be staying. He was going to be a free agent, but he's now going to be signing a new deal. How do you feel about Eddie Nketiah? How do you feel about Eddie Nketiah staying? Are you confident? Are you happy that he's staying? Are you upset that he's staying? Did you want him to leave? How did you guys feel about the whole Eddie Nketiah thing? Because depending on how you felt about Eddie Nketiah, obviously it's going to determine how you feel about us possibly keeping him or letting him go, right? Am I wrong? But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know what you guys are saying. Because for me, it's kind of like it's upsetting that we can't go strengthen heavily in that position. But just because he's staying doesn't mean we still won't go and make some major signings. Like, we still are going to go sign Gabriel Jesus. We're still hearing links of Victor Osimhen and these other guys. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm not ruling anything out, but of course, getting Eddie Nketiah in does kind of show Arsenal's hand that they might not want to get rid of everybody at this moment in time. That's just what I'm thinking. But yeah, on the other hand, there is some other Arsenal news about players who are going to stay. But let's see what you guys have to say about Eddie Nketiah. Big up Sean 100 times. I think Eddie Nketiah was great at the end of the season, but he isn't getting full time. I understand why he would leave. Definitely. We can't sign two strikers. He can stay. Okay. Just to show you guys something, there is an update on Mohamed Elneny. Mohamed Elneny has signed a 1-year contract, as you can see in this image right here. He has signed a 1-year contract. The rumor has it that Mohamed Elneny has signed a 1-year contract extension to stay at the club. Yes, Mohamed Elneny has signed a 1-year contract extension to stay at the club. The rumor has it that that he signed it after the game versus Everton, and now that we've seen the pictures, the rumors were true that he did sign it in that room after the Everton game. And it's interesting, to say the least, because now we're keeping Mohamed Elneny and we're keeping Eddie Nketiah. I think it shows that Mikel Arteta has them part of his plans, and this is him and his family. He spoke about Mohamed Elneny. He said Mohamed Elneny will get a 1-year contract extension with a further 12 months. Elneny, on signing his contract, I love the club and I feel part of this family. I want to continue at this amazing club and amazing family. I'm very happy and very excited for the future. He also says, Mo says, it's really important part of the team, and brings endless energy, enthusiasm, and commitment to the team, and is loved by everyone. He is an important player for us on and off the pitch. He is a role model to our younger players, and he's a delight to stay. He's delighted he's staying. So that is what Mikel Arteta had to say about Eddie Nketiah. Edu on Elneny. Mo is an incredible mentality, which is important for a squad. He helps the squad as much as he can every day, and we are all very happy to have him with us as we are building on what we have achieved this season. I'm sorry, we didn't really achieve anything besides get Europa League football, but hey, that is what they had to say about Mohamed Elneny. Who we selling? How what? Who we selling? We're not selling Mohamed Elneny. Shout out Molina, big up to you, Molina. 8 starts, 5 goals, easily 15 million in my opinion. Definitely, if we do sell him, we still make some money. I'm gonna save this comment where you're speaking about Victor Osimhen, but let's get into this one right here. Somebody said something about Gnabry, so let me show you guys what's going on with Gnabry. Rumor have it that Gnabry has been linked to Arsenal, heavily linked to Arsenal, and this is what the rumors are saying. The rumors are saying Arsenal could go in for Serge Gnabry, but actually, it says Arsenal are interested in Serge Gnabry. That is actually where the rumors began. So let me just show you guys what is going on right now. Let me show you guys what's going on. So Arsenal are interested in Serge Gnabry. The player can return to Arsenal. However, after missing out on UCL football, it is financially unrealistic this summer. Arsenal has a chance to sign Gnabry. Will be 2023 when his contract runs out at Bayern. So they're basically saying Arsenal are interested in the player, but they don't think we're going to be able to pull it off until we actually get Champions League football. But I don't think any player is realistically unrealistic for Arsenal at this moment in time. I think the way football is, if the player wants to join, we can make it happen. It's just will the player want to join without Champions League football, and would we be willing to give him the money that he wants? Money talks at the end of the day. This is football. Money talks. We know how it works. But yeah, the weekend ain't coming to Arsenal. That's a good joke. With his hair, it definitely looks like the weekend. Gnabry wants Champions League football. You should know better. He might want Champions League football, but also it might be a situation where it's best for both parties. He comes into a squad that needs talent. He's a very talented player who's being used as a bit part role in Bayern, where at Arsenal he would be one of the main men, and he could play anywhere in that front three. Egal, did you wear 81 in high school football days in honor of Terrell Owens? Yeah, I did, man. I definitely wore that 81 shirt in honor of Terrell Owens. That was my and I was a wide receiver, so that's why I wore that. How'd you know? Like, I don't think I have pictures out there, do I? I don't know. Anyways, I have to check it out if I have any pictures on there. Saracen Gunnar just messaged me or something. Yo, what's good? What's good? Um, big up Saracen. Big up Saracen 100 times. Yeah, definitely. I'll message you right now. Let me just give you a follow quick. But yeah, if you want to, I can send you the link if you want to jump on. It's up to you. But I'm kind of just doing a quick little show. Egal, you are, yeah, I played wide receiver. I'll show you guys more stuff later. I'll show you guys more stuff later, but not right now. Not right now. Let's get into this though. Do you guys really think Gnabry? Is there a possibility of us getting Gnabry? Because I don't think it's very likely. It is very unlikely that we would be able to get Gnabry. I think it's going to be a situation where it's going to be difficult for Arsenal to try to attract Gnabry at this moment in time without Champions League football. I hear you, but at the same time, money talks. If the club really wants the deal, they can push to get it done. They can get it over the line. It's just, will we do that? I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will. I really do believe the club won't go and push and try to get the deal over the line. But hey, we will have to wait and see what happens. We will have to wait and see if we can even pull something off right now. But yeah, according to Marca and Football London, there is a story with Tammy Abraham. So let's just move over to Tammy Abraham quickly. Let's see what do you guys think about Tammy Abraham to Arsenal? He's about to play in a Europa Conference League final. The game's already started. Tammy Abraham's currently playing in the Europa Conference League final, but apparently the Roma star is keen to return to London. And Marca have said that according to Tammy Abraham, he's keen to return to London following his stint in Chelsea. The striker is enjoying his debut season over there in Roma, scoring 27 goals and getting 5 assists in 52 matches in all competitions. And interested in Tammy Abraham. My question to you guys is, Tammy Abraham, imagine he goes for 75 to 95 mil. Would you really be interested in buying Tammy Abraham for 75 to 95 mil? I don't know if the club is going to spend that type of money on the striker, and is he really worth that type of money? Because this could be another situation like Lukaku, where he comes in from Roma and then he doesn't continue to have the same level of form that he has over here. Saracen saying, I'm happy with Elneny signing a contract. Great squad player. We need that amount of games next season, since we have that many games next season. Also, he's happy to be a bit part player. Some people would say, would you not want somebody who's more hungry to be a starter? But I hear you. I also like Elneny. I also like Elneny. Sean McGray, wide receiver in North American football. Yeah. What do you call it? Egal, how much will Arsenal spend this summer? I don't know if you guys seen, but there was reports that Arsenal would spend about there was reports that Arsenal were willing to spend about 150 mil. Just the other day, just yesterday, there was reports that Arsenal would be willing to would receive around 150 million in spending power this upcoming window, and Mikel Arteta would be given a transfer kitty of 150 million. Now the report did come from the Sun, so we don't know how reliable that is. It is always we always have to take it with a pinch of salt whenever we see these reports coming out where they say 150 mil or 180 mil. But all I can tell you is this is what they revealed as the Arsenal transfer kitty: 150 million. Arsenal are looking to improve the squad with 60 million in player sales. They're looking to get about 150 million in spending. And if they do spend that type of money, let's be honest, if they do spend a similar amount of money that they did last year, which is 150 mil, that's a lot of money. And if we can get 150 million in spending power again, another window, that is good. And especially with Todd Bowley looking to back Chelsea and ENIC looking to back Tottenham, we are going to need to spend this type of money to compete with the rest of the big boys in the European game. We cannot fall behind. If we fall behind, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem for us if we fall behind, and we cannot afford to fall behind at this moment in time with Arsenal Football Club's project. We need to continue to push on in this project. We need to continue to push and make sure we are up there with the rest of the top in European elites, and we cannot let this situation go any further without us continuing to invest, continuing to show that we are going to back the project and continue to push on with this Arsenal project, in my opinion. There's a lot of rumors coming out about other players such as Cody Gakpo, such as Gundogan, and some of these rumors you have to take them with a pinch of salt. They're not always they're not always true. But this right here, the Sun is not the most reliable source either, but we also have to take this with a pinch of salt. We'll wait and see what happens, if there is a level of truth behind this. But hopefully there is. Hopefully there is some level of truth behind us possibly spending 150 million. Just look at it this way: if 150 million can get you 4 good players, and 150 million doesn't even pay for half of Kylian Mbappe's signing bonus. Think about it. Arsenal's transfer kitty for the last 2 years, it's ridiculous. The way that Kylian Mbappe had gotten 300 million euros for a signing bonus, and Arsenal can't even spend that type of money in one transfer window. So so it is very difficult. With the way inflation has happened in football nowadays, Arsene Wenger said it, more and more players are going to run down their contracts. More and more players are going to be moving on frees, and we might need to start looking at some of those players that are moving on frees to see if we can get some cheap options that can really benefit us in the long run. But yeah, let me go to this next topic here. If you guys don't know, there has been links to Bissouma from 90 Min. There has been links to Arsenal to get Bissouma. Now, Bissouma is a really good player. We have really wanted Bissouma for a while now, especially on this channel. We have spoken about Bissouma in length on numerous occasions. I have spoken about Bissouma in length on numerous occasions. I have personally said Bissouma is a quality player that we should be looking at. A lot of people have also said Bissouma is a quality player we should be looking at. We're looking for somebody who can challenge Thomas Partey for minutes, challenge Thomas Partey to improve overall. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Mbappe is a unicorn. Arsenal are not spending 120 million. The problem with Tammy is he needs we need to negotiate. We also need to negotiate with Chelsea, as they have a buyback clause. We don't really need to negotiate with Chelsea. We just need to pay money. Am I wrong? Okay, I don't know. The Osimhen is not coming to Arsenal. It's fake. It would take 80 to 95 million to take him away from Napoli for fake news. I honestly don't think the Osimhen stuff is fake. His agent is in London, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in a second. But let me just talk about Bissouma quickly. Okay, so Arsenal have maintained contact over the summer for a potential move for Bissouma, but 90 Min are reported that Aston Villa are currently leading the race to secure him for around 30 million. So it looks like Aston Villa could be getting Bissouma for about 30 million pounds from Brighton. In my opinion, we should be going in there and we should be putting the money down to get Bissouma. I think Bissouma is an absolute baller of a player. I would love him at Arsenal Football Club, but it looks like he might be headed to Aston Villa. Aston Villa already have Kamara, and now they're going to be getting Bissouma. That could mean that Douglas Luiz, who we Arsenal have been linked to, could be joining us also. But we have to wait and see. I personally would love Bissouma at Arsenal Football Club, and I think he's a really good player. We cannot miss the opportunity of signing him. But hey, looks like Arsenal Football Club have not really seriously been interested in him, because we've been interested in him in a long time, and the Bissouma deal is almost done, almost finished. As somebody here is saying, the issue with Bissouma is that he has a pending legal case. 100%, definitely that is an issue. Egal, PSG, and Qatar have more resources than Arsenal and have paid so much money to keep Mbappe. I know. Bissouma's attitude clashes with Arteta, so it's unlikely. Bissouma is going to Aston Villa. The deal is almost finished. Yep, we already know that. But yeah, we're just discussing all the topics that would concern Arsenal. Now moving on to the next topic. The next topic is Real Betis. If you guys don't know, Real Betis have a situation where they have where they currently have an Arsenal player on loan, that the loan has now ended, and they might be looking to buy him full time. They might be looking to buy Hector Bellerin and keep him over there in Spain. He's had a wonderful loan in Spain, and he even spoke about the possibility of coming back. But it looks like Hector Bellerin will definitely consider. Hector Bellerin will definitely consider. Bellerin will definitely consider staying in Spain, and Real Betis are currently. The rumor is that Hector Bellerin is begging Arsenal to allow him to stay at Real Betis. But in my opinion, as a club, we have to be stern. We have to be stern. We cannot just allow our players to leave for nothing. We need to be able to get at least minimum 15 to 20 mil for Hector Bellerin. I do not want to just let the players walk. This is not a charity. We are not Charity FC. We are Arsenal FC. And what we have to do is with Hector Bellerin and Real Betis, if they are not going to pay the money to take the player, we cannot just let him go. We have to make sure we get the adequate money back in return for Hector Bellerin. We have to make sure we get the proper funding for Hector Bellerin. I don't want to keep Hector Bellerin. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to keep Hector Bellerin. But if Hector Bellerin is going to leave Arsenal, we have to make sure that we get the right funds in return. He was really emotional saying his goodbye to Real Betis the other day. This is his hometown team, and he has won the Copa del Rey with them. First time in 17 years where they won the Copa del Rey over there in Spain. He's really enjoying his time over there in Spain. As you guys can see, he's really enjoying his time over there in Spain. I think Hector Bellerin will get sold, but it does look like Real Betis cannot afford Hector Bellerin's wages and fees to take him. That might be an issue. But from what I am reading, Hector Bellerin has sent a heartfelt message to Real Betis ahead of the Arsenal return. And Hector Bellerin reveals to stay at Real Betis, 100 million of his wages will need to be obstructed permanently to get the deal done. Basically, he would have to get paid out from Arsenal in order for this deal to take place. It does look like it's very unlikely. It does look very unlikely to happen. Let me just show you guys what I mean. It says here, I hate when this happens. It says here, Arsenal reveal desire. Hector Bellerin reveals desire to stay at Real Betis, but 100K a week wages is obstructing the permanent deal. His wages is the only thing that is stopping this deal from taking place. This is the issue that we currently have. I don't want to keep Hector Bellerin. I would love to sell Hector Bellerin. Hopefully that they can find some sort of solution to make sure they can sell the player, and he can move on without any issue. In my opinion, that is what we have to do. We have to find a way to sell the player, move him on without finding an issue with this deal, because there could be ramifications in the long run if that is the case. Now, moving on to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney's situation is interesting. Let me just see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Arsenal team do not have Gabriel must be. I don't know what you're saying. I honestly don't understand. Let's move on to this. This is my next question. Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney has had a bad injury history at Arsenal Football Club, but rumor has it that Arsenal might be able to get to cash in on Kieran Tierney this summer. We might be able to cash in on Kieran Tierney this summer and get 50 million for Kieran Tierney. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, we should consider selling Kieran Tierney if Newcastle are going to come in for him for a £50 million bid. I like Kieran Tierney. I honestly do love Kieran Tierney. I think Kieran Tierney is a really good defender and he's a really good player. But if Newcastle United are looking to give Kieran Tierney for 50 million, guys, this is a good deal for us. This is a good deal for us. The player constantly is always injured. He's always picking up injuries here and there. 50 million, we can go and get a Cucurella for 35. We can go to Brighton and get Cucurella. We can go and sign Aaron Hickey. We can sign 2 left backs for the same price of Kieran Tierney, who's barely available. He's played 22 games this season. Now, I know Nuno Tavares is not the best backup. I'm not going to say Nuno is going to be our backup next season and he's going to be our starting left back. That is ridiculous. But if Eddie Howe and Newcastle want Kieran Tierney for 50 million, I really do consider saying, you know what, we might need to sell him. We should maybe consider selling him. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Would you sell Kieran Tierney for 50 million? Would you? Let me know, because I think Kieran Tierney is a wonderful, wonderful player. I love Kieran Tierney. Don't get me wrong for 1 second. I absolutely love Kieran Tierney. But I think 50 million for Kieran Tierney, it's not bad. Yo, Cucurella's going to City. I know Cucurella is linked to City, but I'm giving you an example. Don't get mistaken with the point. The point is you can find good left back replacements, and if Kieran Tierney is going to be going for 50 million, they can have him. In my opinion, I like Kieran Tierney. Don't get me twisted for 1 second. I think Kieran Tierney is an absolute baller, and there's a reason why they want to come in for 50 million. But hey, English tax is going to be like 120 million for him. Not worth it, in my opinion. Okay. I don't know who you're talking about, but you might be talking about somebody. I can't see. We can't sell our best players. I'd sell him right away. We don't need to move like that. I I'd sell him right away, but we don't need to move like that. I hear you. I hear you. I'm just saying, if we did get offered 50 million, it is actually serious. We did really get offered 50 million for him. That would be a really good offer on the table for a player who has a bad injury history at Arsenal Football Club. But hey, that story with Kieran Tierney. There's also another story with Torreira. If you guys don't know, the Torreira stuff has been going crazy all day. But this one here is actually very funny. This one here is funny because Torreira's story has been going around quick. I know you guys are talking about Jared Bowen. That's what I was wondering what you guys were talking about in the comment section. You guys are having your own conversations in there. Happy to see you guys are enjoying yourselves in the comment section right now. Happy to see that. But yeah, let's get into Torreira to Juventus. Torreira to Juventus is a very interesting one in my opinion. Juventus have made it clear that they won't pay the 15 million euros to Arsenal. Juventus or Lazio both are interested but are unwilling to pay the actual price that Arsenal have set for Lucas Torreira. Why is it that every time we're dealing with Italian clubs, they want to be so frugal and they just don't want to pay the money that we set? Like, it's not that much, but hey, for them to come in and say, you know what, Florentina, we're gonna come hijack Torreira from you, Torreira to Juventus. This is very interesting. If teams like Juventus are in for Lucas Torreira, we should be able to at least get our valuation, which is 15 million. That's all we are asking. 15 million is all we're asking for Lucas Torreira. 15 million. 15 million. You can't give me 15 million for Lucas Torreira. Come on. Come on. We should be able to at least get 15 million for Lucas Torreira. Lucas Torreira is not the best footballer on the planet, obviously, and we're not going to be asking for 125 million. But for a guy who is relatively cheap and already has experience in the Serie A, for Juventus to come to us and say we won't match the 15 million euro valuation that we want, it's just frustrating. I just want to be able to sell our players. I would just like if Arsenal could sell our players that we have in our team for a decent price. That's all I ask. All I ask. We have players in the squad that we want to get rid of. Why can't we just sell them for reasonable prices? That's it. That's all I'm asking. You guys let me know. Torreira, I'd rather keep him to Arteta, a fool, not having him in the squad. He's a baller. So some people want to keep him in the squad. I think he's a really good player, but I don't think Mikel Arteta really wants him in and around the squad. I don't think Mikel Arteta actually rates him. So if Mikel Arteta doesn't rate him and he doesn't really want him in and amongst the squad, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can't really do nothing about it. He just doesn't view him as one of those options. He doesn't view him as one of those players that we want in amongst the squad. He doesn't view him as one of those key pieces that we could have in our squad going forward. So in that case, we're gonna have to just sell the player off. But I think, as you guys know, I've told you guys before, I think we need to do better in selling our players. And for example, look at this. These are some of the players we're going to be trying to sell this year. We should sell Leno for 8 to 10 million. We should sell Hector Bellerin for 10 to 15 million. We should try to sell Ainsley for 10 to 20 million. Cedric to 5 to 10 million. Pepe 25 million. Torreira 15 million. Guendouzi and Mavropanos we've already sold, so let them go. Don Hussam and AK are doing a conference league watch along. Head over there when the stream is over. Let's raid the chat. Say Egal sent me. Big up, big up, big up Thunder Roads. Definitely go do that. Definitely go do that after the video is done. Definitely go do that after the video is done, people. You already know what it is. 25 million for Pepe. You don't think we can get 25 million for Pepe? I think we could easily get 25 million for Pepe, but we just doesn't seem like we need to sell our players better though. We definitely need to sell our players better. That's the main point of what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to bang home right now. I'm just trying to say we need to sell our players better, get better at selling our players, get better at selling players at Arsenal Football Club in general. If we can do that, that would be great, because we constantly don't sell our players at reasonable prices. We constantly don't sell players at any good deal. When was the last time we sold a player for a good price? Maybe Joe Willock. That was the last time I can remember that we sold a player for a good price, in my opinion. But yeah, that was the last one. I remember. Let me just tell you guys, we are also Egal. Does Alan have a YouTube channel? No, Alan does not have a YouTube channel. Get rid of Hector Bellerin. We will get rid for 25 million. Truth, he's at least worth 40 million. That is the reality, but he hasn't played enough, and he has not shown that he's good enough to play at this moment in time. So it makes sense. We are also linked to this gentleman right here. He's an Italian footballer. He's 23 years old. He is a striker. This year, in the Serie A, he has 16 goals. He is 23 years old. He's linked to Arsenal today, and the rumor has it that we are linked to him. 1 second, let me show you guys. We are linked to him from the Athletic. Arsenal are interested in Sassuolo forward. I don't know much about this guy. I haven't heard anything about him in the terms of how he plays or what type of player he is. I haven't seen any clips of him. I need to check him out more to let you guys know what I really think about the player. But this is another rumor that I'm hearing today. This is another rumor that I've heard today in and amongst what's going on over there in Italy, and another player that Arsenal are linked to. But I just don't think anything's gonna come from this personally. Personally, I view this as one of those nothing stories that we just see around socials that absolutely mean nothing, in my opinion. Absolutely mean nothing. 6 hours ago, Eddie Nketiah has finalized his contract. What else is there? So that is a nothing story. Let me just go to some of these other stories, because there's a couple more stories that I need to talk about before we go. We are interested. Goal have said that we're interested in Florentine, the midfielder who's currently playing in the Europa League conference final. What's his name? Orkun. Let me show you guys who I'm talking about. This guy right here. We are linked to him. According to Goal, Arsenal may regain their interest in Florentina midfielder Orkun Kokcu, who has had a brilliant season, and Arsenal have been after him in the past. This is a Turkish midfielder who's currently 21 years old, playing in Rome, playing against Roma in the Europa League Conference League today. We'll have to wait and see how he performs, but he's definitely somebody we have looked at before in the past. I don't know enough about him. Let me just see. Actually, I'm lying. I have looked into him before. If you guys remember, we were linked to him in the summer. He's 21-year-old central midfielder who's more of an attacking midfielder. He does get involved in goals. He's very much like a goal scoring central attacking midfielder. He gets a lot of GA for a player who's playing in that middle of the park. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get anything done with him. These are just rumors at the end of the day. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with these rumors. But these rumors are definitely out there, and we're gonna have to see where things go from there. What else is happening? Oh, if you guys don't know, Tom from Football London, friend of the show from the Gooner Talk, was speaking about how Brandon Norton-Cuffy will be given a chance in the upcoming preseason. He will be given an opportunity to play with the first team in the upcoming preseason. We'll be able to test him out and see how he does in the preseason. But we are still linked. We are still linked to other possible left back. Right back options. He plays right back. He's in the academy. It would be nice to have him in and amongst the team, but I don't know if he's going to get any opportunities with the first team in the league or in the Europa League. But it's good to see that he's going to get a chance in the preseason with Arsenal to see where things are with him. That is really good to see. There is also a couple more things that I just needed to get by before we move on. We've already spoken about Gnabry. We've already spoken about a lot of these other stuff. Here we go. So we are linked to an Udinese player, and this was linked as a possible swap deal. This is a possible swap deal for Pablo Mari. If you guys don't know, Nathaniel Muller is an Argentinian. He's Uruguayan. I'm mistaken. He's Uruguayan. He's a right back for Udinese. He's Uruguayan. We've been linked to him a couple times now, and the rumor has it that Arsenal. I seen this a couple days ago, but I never really got to speak about it until now. So we were linked to him a couple weeks ago, and we are still heavily linked to him. He is another option that we could buy in for right back cover, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him in. I don't know if he's going to be one of those options that is just floating around there all summer and nothing actually ends up happening. But we'll have to wait and see where that goes, if there's any legs or anything behind that. But for now, this is another option for our right back options in this Arsenal for the Arsenal next year. And I personally don't know too much about this kid. I personally feel like he's a good player. I need to watch more of him personally. But if we do have Pablo Mari and we can get a swap deal with Udinese, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Here is something we do know though. We do know Victor Osimhen has been a rumor that you guys have spoken about a lot, and everyone has spoken about a lot. David Onstein reported the other day about Victor Osimhen being a possible option. Charles Watts from Goal reported that his agent is actually in. His agent is actually in. His agent is actually in. What do you call it? In London right now. So that is another option on who we can get in that striker role. We don't really hear too much about Isaac, but Tammy Abraham and Victor Osimhen rumors have been going heavy lately. So we've been hearing a lot of rumors on those two. We'll have to wait and see where this goes. At this moment in time, it's literally just agent talk, paper talk, no real serious links at this moment in time. There has been reports that we paid or we've reportedly bid 90 something million, and then was later reported that it was false. So we have to just take everything with a grain of salt. At this moment in time, agents are doing what agents do. It's silly season. This is what it is. This is how preseason goes, and you're going to see until preseason it's going to be like this. Egal, what 5 transfers would you make if you were Arsenal owner? I would, first things first, I would go and get a player like a Bissouma, somebody in the midfield who's very commanding and can help out in the team. That is one of the deals that I would really get done. I would love to get Gabriel Jesus. So that I think Gabriel Jesus is an absolute baller. So I would definitely go and get Gabriel Jesus. That is number 2. When it comes to the rest of the positions, if I could, I would try to go steal Frankie de Jong from even though I would love to go steal Frankie de Jong or something like that. But if we can't get Frankie de Jong, maybe. I'm thinking 5 deals Arsenal should make. 5 deals Arsenal should make. I would get Cucurella from Brighton. I would get Bissouma from Brighton. Right, those are 2. I would get Gabriel Jesus so that's 3. I'll get Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City. Number 4, I'm thinking, who would be number 4? Number 4, I don't know, man. I'm thinking right now. Number 4, who would number 4 be? I would get Rafael Leao from AC Milan. I think he's an absolutely outstanding winger. I would love to have Rafael Leao at Arsenal. He could play on that left wing. I would go and get him. That would be a dream signing, but I don't think that would ever happen. And then the final signing, Frankie De Jong. Imagine if we got Rafael Leao, Frankie De Jong, Bissouma, Cucurella, and something else. Wow. Why am I wearing headphones? Is because I have my mic on and I want to be able to hear what I sound like, just so I know that the sound quality is good. Frankie De Jong maybe will go to United. I know, but he asked me what I would do. He asked me my 5 signings if I was Arsenal owner. If I was Arsenal owner, I would try to take that Frankie De Jong signing away from Manchester United, and I would try to do it myself. But yeah, big up everybody. As you guys know, I'm going to be wrapping up here. Thunder Roads had a great suggestion. So do me a favor, guys. Don Hussam and AK are doing a watch along right now on the Conference League over there on the Hussam's channel. So go check it out. Go raid the chat. Tell him Egal sent you from EGTV. I'll get the link for you guys right now. 1 second. Let me get that link for you guys. Let me get that link for you guys right now. 1 second. Let me get that link for you guys right now. And you guys go over there and tell him Egal sent you. I'm literally putting the link in the chat right now, as you guys can see. Go over there, tell Hussam Egal sent you, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. Go right there. Go to that link. Tell him Egal sent you, and I'm out, guys. Big up 2K FIFA Reaper. He's here. Big up 2K FIFA Reaper also. You guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm out of here, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow whatever's going on, depending on what Arsenal news there is. And Friday we have a big vibes from the 6 with all the people who've been on this whole entire season coming back for that one show. But yeah, we're out, guys. Peace out.